all curled up in an old crate, sleeping with paws on their brothers and sisters, sleeping safe and with family. I haven't been able to put her in her own bed at night, which used to be mine since she came home from the hospital. Mary, my mom, says I'm going to pay. Put that baby down, Bobby. I swear she's going to think the whole world is your face. She's going to be scared out of her mind when she turns about 6 and you haven't put her down long enough to see any of it. Or, Bobby, you could have let your Aunt Victoria hold the baby for more than the 30 seconds it took for you to go to the bathroom. You were going to pay when she starts walking and won't let you out of her sight. Oh, you'll pay. I wonder if somebody threatened her that one day I'd love her and want to be with her all the time. Some threat. K-Boy and JL stand over Feather's bed making faces and loud noises at her. She screams. They shake a rattle at her and tickle her feet. She screams again. I dive across my bed and put my Walkman on to watch them, laughing. Yeah, you two are real good with her. If I was a baby, I'd stop crying if a couple of tall men made scary faces at me and shook loud rattling sticks at my head. JL picks her up like she's a football and walks her to the bedroom window. Hey man, my sister's got a baby, and I always get him to stop crying. He starts to rock back and forth on his heels, humming something I really can't hear. After about a minute, she stopped crying, and JL has slid to the floor with her. He keeps on humming. I see Feather's hands slowly rise, then relax, and I know she's finally asleep. And in a few minutes, JL is too. K-Boy is standing at my desk, running his hand over a drawing that I did of Feather last night. Nice. Thanks. K-Boy takes his baseball cap off and his locks fall all over his face. He's mahogany and tall and can't walk down the street without everybody staring at him. He's beautiful, but acts like he doesn't know it, Mom says. When we were 10, he was almost 6 feet tall, and people who didn't know him treated him older. It would piss him off, people expecting teenage stuff from him when we were still jumping off swings at the playground. K-Boy doesn't date. He just hangs out with girls. When I say stuff like this can happen to anybody, meaning a baby, even if you are just kicking it with some girl, K-Boy says no, it's different. Everything is different if there ain't no love. Didn't want to hear that then, and I guess I don't really want to hear it now. He's one of my best friends, but he's always saying stuff that makes me crazy. Worse even is when he doesn't say anything at all. Then I got to wonder. He keeps looking at the drawing of Feather. So, you gonna keep her or what? I turn down my Walkman and look at him for a long time, wondering why he's my friend. What do you mean, am I gonna keep her? He sits down on the bed beside me and grabs the TV remote and starts watching a gardening show, muted. It's a question, man. It's a stupid fucking question, Kay. Nah, Bobby, it's just a question. What's the problem? Ain't no problem, no problem. I almost scream. Feather jumps in JL's arms and his eyes snap open. JL yawns. What up? Nobody says anything. K-Boy turns the volume up on the TV, and I turn the volume up on my Walkman. JL nods off again. A few minutes later, this woman on TV is pointing at a mountain of dirt, and I say, like I'm talking to myself, no doubt in my mind that I'm keeping her. A few minutes after that, K-Boy has turned to the Weather Channel, but is looking across the room at JL and Feather. He says, too right you should keep her, man. Too right. Then, Fred and Mary sat real still, and for a while, I thought what I just told them about Nia being pregnant had turned both of them to stone. It had been a long time since either of them ever agreed on anything. So I waited. I waited to hear how they'd been talking to me for years about this, how we all talked about respect and responsibility, how Fred and me had taken the ferry out to Staten Island and talked about sex, to and from the island. And didn't we go together and get me condoms? What the hell about those pamphlets Mary put beside my bed about STDs and teenage pregnancy? How did this happen? Where was my head? Where was my sense? What the hell were we gonna do? And then, not moving and still quiet, my pops just starts to cry. Now, my bones ache tired, but I'm wide awake. I must be the only person up now. Even the city is quiet, our neighborhood at least. I don't know what that means, except everyone in the world must have a new baby who kept them up most of the night, and they've all passed out. The rules. If she hollers, she is mine. If she needs to be changed, she's always mine. In the dictionary next to sitter, There is not a picture of Grandma. It's time to grow up. Too late. You're out of time. Be a grown-up. I can hear Mary turn over in her sleep in the next room. She doesn't wake up because Feather hasn't screamed yet. She whimpered herself awake, which means she only wants to be put in the bed beside me. No diaper change or formula needed. No big screaming fit. She only wants Daddy. That scares the shit out of me. Just me. This little thing with the perfect face and hands doing nothing but counting on me. And me wanting nothing else but to run crying into my own mom's room and have her do the whole thing. It's not gonna happen. And my heart aches as I straighten out her hands and trace the delicate lines. Then kiss them. Her hands are translucent and warm. Baby hands. Warm, sweet-smelling baby hands. And all I can do is kiss them and pull her closer so she won't see my face and how scared I am. When there's nothing you can do nothing. But then I realize, I've done it. I know something. I know something about this little thing that is my baby. I know that she needs me. I know what she does when she just needs me. No big screaming thing, just a whimper. Then she only wants me. 8 extra diapers, baby cornstarch, baby wipes, 3 binkies in case 2 get lost, 4 6-ounce bottles, 3 onesies, 3 changes of outfits, she's barfing a lot, 1 change of booties, diaper rash ointment, non-aspirin baby drops, 2 rattles, 1 extra beanie, 2 cans of soy formula, 1 can opener, 2 bottles of spring water, and 1 cell phone, all fit into the diaper bag K-Boy's mom gave me 2 days after Feather was born. It all fits. Everything I need to get me from the Upper West Side to Bed-Stuy for a whole day with Grandpa. A few trains later in the nap, the motion just about puts me out right along with Feather. Gets me to Pops. When we get buzzed in and I'm holding her in the carrier, going up in the Vader, I think about the first time I came here, hand in hand with Fred, after him and Mary separated. I have to lean against the sides because I could break down any minute. Just fall apart any time before I get to my Pop's apartment, which probably smells like chili cheese fries. Just for me. Then. They always liked me. Nia's parents always treated me good and trusted me. She told me they did. I didn't think much about it the whole time me and Nia used to be with each other. I didn't think about it when we were on the subway to school, or hanging out at Minio's, or skating in the park. What was I supposed to think about it, except it just was? It's good to be trusted, but you take it as it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Every wall in their loft is so white it almost hurts my eyes. Everything is straight lines and postmodern sculpture backlit. Stark white and so neat and clean you could probably make soup in the toilet. I used to love this house because I grew up in a place so different. We have overstuffed pillows and Moroccan rugs and Jacob Lawrence prints all over the walls. Color and sound is what my parents were always about. Me and my brothers grew up in a loud house with jazz, Motown, or reggae music always playing in the background and something always on the stove. Black and white pictures of my brothers and me in Africa, Spain, and Venezuela and Malaysia sit on every table, shelf, or furniture surface there is in the whole place. 'Cause even though Fred said we were poor, we never were too poor to travel, 'cause that made your spirit rich, he said. To me, our house was crowded and noisy. Nia lived in space and quiet. When she comes through the Japanese doors that separate the bedrooms from the rest of the loft, Nia is backlit too, just like a sculpture. I see her like I never saw anybody before, bathed in light like one of those angels in the paintings at the museums. So when she comes and sits by me, I almost holler when her hand covers mine and her silver and cowrie bracelet brushes against me. She says, "They're coming in a minute. My dad's on the phone and my mom..." She doesn't have to say anything else because in a second, her mom's backlit too, beside her father, and all I want to do is get out of the light, back to the soft edges and color with something cooking on the stove. They're cool and calm and sit hand in hand on the white couch with iron arms. She smiles, her hair pulled back from her round face. I can just make out the circles under her eyes that she's covered with makeup. He looks straight ahead like he's watching a movie outside the loft windows. It's like nothing that is about to be said or happen has that much to do with him. He reminds me of my Uncle L.C. When anybody starts talking about my cousin Sam, who quit law school and went to be